Big banks are getting bigger. The 15 largest banks in the United States, U.S., hold a combined total of $13.4 trillion in assets as of December 31, 2022. Every so often there are changes to this exclusive club. Larger banks trade places with one another and smaller banks drop out, replaced by faster-growing rivals. Mergers and acquisitions also might play a part in this. Or a bank failure could cause consolidation, like on May 1 when JP Chase assumed all of First Republic Bank's deposits and nearly all of its assets. First Republic is the second largest bank failure since Washington Mutual in 2008, which JP Chase also acquired. Silicon Valley Bank has been in the news for being the second largest bank to fail in U.S. history and the first to fail since October 2020. It was the 16th largest bank in the U.S., based on total assets, as of December 31, 2022, placing it just outside this list. Earlier in 2022, it was on this list as the 14th largest bank as of September 30, 2022. Signature Bank, the second bank to fail in 2023 and the third largest bank failure ever, was the 29th largest bank in the U.S., based on total assets, as of December 31, 2022. First Republic, the 14th largest bank as of December 31, 2022, was recently in the news with its stock price significantly decreasing. It recently released a statement that it strengthened and diversified its liquidity in order to try and let its customers know that its capital and liquidity positions are strong, according to a press release. Here are the biggest banks in the U.S. by consolidated assets, according to the latest numbers from the Federal Reserve. 1. JP Chase. Chase Bank is the consumer banking division of JP Chase. It currently has more than 4,700 branches and more than 16,000 ATMs. Chase has branches in all of the 48 contiguous United States and has more branches in the U.S. than any other bank. Assets, $3.20 trillion. Headquarters, New York. 2. Bank of America. Bank of America serves about 67 million consumers and small business clients worldwide. Like many of the biggest banks, it offers robust digital tools that include a versatile mobile app. In early 2022, Bank of America eliminated its non-sufficient funds, NSF, fee and reduced its overdraft fee, following an industry trend. Assets, $2.41 trillion. Headquarters, Charlotte, North Carolina. 3. Citigroup. Citigroup is a global financial services corporation. Its retail banking division has about 673 locations in the U.S. and more than 1,800 branches outside of the country. U.S. customers can also access more than 65,000 fee-free ATMs. Assets, $1.77 trillion. Headquarters, New York. 4. Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo was founded in 1852. In addition to its main app, Wells Fargo has introduced a savings app and a mobile banking app geared toward millennials. The bank has rebranded and is focusing on repairing its fractured relationship with customers after a series of missteps. Assets, $1.72 trillion. Headquarters, San Francisco. 5. U.S. Bancorp. U.S. Bancorp is the bank holding company and parent company of U.S. Bank. What we've come to know as the fifth largest commercial bank by assets began in 1863 as the First National Bank of Cincinnati. Multiple mergers led to the formation of the bank known today for its extensive branch network and investment in improving its digital offerings. U.S. Bank has branches in more than half of U.S. states. Assets, $585.14 billion. Headquarters, Minneapolis. 6. PNC Financial Services. PNC was founded as Pittsburgh Trust and Savings Company in 1852. That transaction roughly doubled the bank's size. Today, the bank has around 2,570 locations in 28 states and Washington, D.C. PNC agreed to acquire BBVA USA for $11.6 billion in November 2020 and the deal closed June 1, 2021. Assets, $552.31 billion. Headquarters, Pittsburgh. 7. Truist Financial. Truist is the bank formed by the merger of BB&T and SunTrust. Truist provides financial services to about 12 million consumer households, as of 2020. BB&T and SunTrust, which were ranked the 11th and 12th largest banks by assets, respectively, as of September 30, 2019, now form a top 10 bank. Those two banks have around 275 years of combined history. Assets, $546.23 billion. Headquarters, Charlotte, North Carolina. 8. Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is a global investment banking, management, and securities firm. Its clients have access to a variety of financial services, including banking products through Marcus, its online banking arm that made its debut in fall 2016 and began offering personal loans. Assets, $486.97 billion. Headquarters, New York. 9. Capital One Financial. Capital One is a Fortune 500 company with subsidiaries that include Capital One Bank. In addition to branches on the East Coast, it also has branches in Texas and Louisiana. Capital One Bank customers in select cities have access to Capital One cafes, coffee shops with free Wi-Fi where visitors can open accounts and attend financial workshops. Assets, $453.31 billion. Headquarters, McLean, Virginia. 10. TD Group Holdings. TD Bank is the U.S. commercial banking arm of Canada's TD Bank Group. Customers have access to mortgages, deposit accounts, credit cards, and products for commercial and small business clients. The bank has over 1,100 branches along the East Coast and provides access to around 2,600 branches. Assets, $386.80 billion. Headquarters, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. 11. Bank of New York Mellon. When the New York Stock Exchange opened in 1792, the Bank of New York was the first company traded. Today, Bank of New York Mellon is an investment company that serves different corporations and institutions as well as individual investors. Private banking services are available for its wealthy clients. Assets, $324.65 billion. Headquarters, New York. 12. State Street. Founded in 1792, State Street Corporation is a financial services and asset management company with about 40,000 employees and a global presence in more than 100 markets. Services include investment research and trading and investment management. Its clients include asset owners, insurance companies, and pension funds, among others. Assets, $298.02 billion. Headquarters, Boston. 13. Citizens Financial. Citizens offers a suite of retail, small business, and commercial banking products. The bank has around 1,200 branches in 14 states, and its customers have access to around 3,300 ATMs. In February 2022, Citizens Financial closed the deal to acquire HSBC branches. The acquisition included HSBC online accounts. Assets, $226.40 billion. Headquarters, Providence, Rhode Island. 14. First Republic Bank. First Republic had around 86 locations in the U.S. The bank was founded in 1985 and was known for its wealth management services. Note, First Republic Bank failed on May 1 and J.P. Morgan Chase purchased its deposits and almost all of its assets, according to the FDIC. Assets, $212.64 billion. Headquarters, San Francisco. 15. Morgan Stanley Private Bank. Morgan Stanley closed its acquisition of E-Trade in October 2020. Now Morgan Stanley Private Bank offers a premium savings account, the max rate checking account and a regular checking account. All three products are E-Trade from Morgan Stanley through Morgan Stanley Private Bank. Assets, $209.67 billion. Headquarters, New York.